A former sinner, who had risen and said he was saved plenty, that were manifested by the script. I'll tell you mentional that a complex introduction is what I had to deliver to you, though it that were manifested by the script. I'll tell you about the divine script later. Let's just say this is like a continuous movie scripts or describing it deeper the context of moving books. See, the guy was the inspiration for the movie Matrix, and it was really a biblical story about the only legend that ever lived because he lived for eternity. But he was not Neo for you Matrix fans, he was more like the computer that Neo would stand on. In his world he didn't consciously realize whom he was. Instead the guy was walking in something like a bubble in space, and there wasn't anything around, not a star in sight. Nevertheless, he had his own perspective of what he would see, a room, a restaurant, a book, etc. You see, the people that he would meet and the ground he was walking on was all in his imagination, like recall. His faith was just so real that he created a world, and because he had unconditional love, and given them free will, the worlds that others lived was helped written by themselves, though he was the one that put it together. He used agents to do whatever he wanted, as he walked around his, actually short reality. He was only 17. Much like The Witch Hunter, the movie with Vin Diesel, he'd been cursed with eternity, to help mankind in his imagination thrive. Biggie said in an interview once, they aim to get you when you're at the top, so you got to bob and weave. Well, those agents, even the Neos in his reality, did not want him to reach the top. You know that scripture that says faith is the substance of things unseen and the evidence of things not known? That's like saying, the invention of the chair, or the wheel, came from someone having evidence, or unstirred faith, that it could become a reality, even though they had no preconceived proof that it could exist. Yet and still, we still sit on chairs that were conceived, or ride on things with wheels. The inventors created the evidence of things not known. In short, it's like, yep, the chair exists, but how did it exist before it was created? By faith in the inventor's imagination it became real. Well, that is how I assume the guy's whole reality is concocted. A reputable philosopher named Descartes once said, I think therefore I am. This stemmed from a controversy that he was involved in debating whether he could soundly state that he existed or not. Nevertheless, that sentence, I think therefore I am, gave him confidence in his existence, because though he could not prove another existed, he could trust in the fact that he has a function, because he thinks. Well, the guy, whom is the Heavenly Father, unknowingly created a lavish reality for himself, because he thought of it, even had others accenting that reality, because he had the faith much larger than a mustard seed that things like airplanes, cars, phones, movies, even school, existed. Nevertheless, let's rewind to a time before the guy understood what he understands. As Wise Life sat in rhetorical criticism class, he pondered how he could manipulate the speech writing skills they taught him to somehow uplift the downtrodden culture he was raised in. The culture had principles that life was a mistake, formulated only to be destroyed, so you must live to divide, because when you rob someone of their dignity you win respect. This led to a culture that killed for respect, stole just so another would not have it, and judged everything about an individual like people were running for a presidential election. What was worse, is that everything was videotaped. Now I know what you're thinking, if everything was videotaped, then justice must be being served swiftly. Well, wrong. The reason that anything could be done, at any time, and the cops only interfering during certain times was because everything was predetermined by something called the script. The script was so complex that the world order let things be, unless told to take action by the script, stating that it is a divine order. I'll go into depth about all that later. Go grab you some cheese and crackers, some popcorn or a drink, I got a lot to tell you. Who am I? Well, here is a hint. I'm the guy's servant. Wasn't paying attention earlier, well, I'm the narrator. The environment the guy lives in is very different than you may understand, so different, that I am compelled to give you the details of the structure of his universe. So though I am the narrator, you can consider me as your guide to the guy's universe, and this documentation, well, it is Wise Life's memoir. The universe that you are about to hear witness of is set in apocalyptic heaven. Heaven is set up like the earthly world, with hills, valleys, rivers, and oceans. And Atlantica is, well, an apocalyptic heaven's order. I'll go into depth about all that later. Go grab you some cheese and crackers, some popcorn or a drink, I got a lot to tell you. Who am I? Well, here is a hint. I'm the guy's servant. Wasn't paying attention earlier, well, I'm the narrator. The environment the guy lives in is very different than you may understand, so different, that I am compelled to give you the details of the structure of his universe. So though I am the narrator, You can consider me as your guide to the guy's universe, and this documentation, well, it is Wise Life's memoir. The universe that you are about to hear witness of is set in apocalyptic heaven. Heaven is set up like the earthly world, with hills, valleys, rivers, and oceans. And Atlantica is, well, an apocalyptic heaven's America.
Little cook, thanks to cook, way too smooth, I'll do wrong. Who am I? Daddy, got no money, who am I? Big Obama with the rock, who am I? With the Z with the top, who am I? For the presidential, who am I? I'm a asshole, it's not them. Who am I? I'll let you shoot, who am I? I'm gonna triggers, who am I? Talk to me, who am I? Who am I? I'm the one from the south. Who am I? I'm the one with the realest mouth. Who am I? I'm the one with the limit that. Who am I? I'm the one watching for the Who am I? Industry. Who am I? Who am I, motherfucker? Who am I? Hopping like boo, yeah, I got you. Who am I? But you ain't ready for the drama. Who am I? Looking like your mama. Who am I? Who am I? You ain't Rick. There is nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. Kiss me slowly when I'm on. There is nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. We keep on going up low. There is nowhere to go. And the way we're going to grow. And the way we're going to grow. survive the fire, oh fire, that drip green miles, that others are blind to the fact he died. The anchors of lies, our peace was tried. They just couldn't realize behind this quaint smile was the truth that faked out. Why did I survive? How did I survive? Where can we survive? 'Cause behind this quaint smile was the truth that faked out. How can I survive? Now I just double cup of fork while I kick it on the porch. Ponder how I can move forward after they let out your corpse. Only want a porch 'cause that's what you wanted. Maybe a drink, probably the thought that makes me wanna vomit. Honest, I see a comet, think that's you coming back. Wish I had one more call so you could tell me all the facts. True, I'm getting love now, but honestly I'm detached. Sitting here, wonder how I handle those blood splash. How did I survive the fire? Oh, fire that drip reminds that others are blind to the fact he died with acres of lies. My peace it was tried, they just couldn't realize behind that quaint smile was the truth that feigned out. How did they die? Why did I survive? Where can I survive? 'Cause behind this quaint smile was the truth that faded out. It's bogus that I gotta roll this. Told it by my lonesome when we rolled them notes up. I'm posted here, stone, but thinking about the old stuff. You call my joint subway 'cause I will make the cold cuts. Now I'm standing over wondering why they let your tombstone rust. Now I just double cup of fork while I kick in on the porch. How can I survive the fire? Oh, fire that drip reminds that others are blind to the fact he died with acres of lies. My peace it was tried, they just couldn't realize behind this quaint smile was the truth that faded out. Why did I survive? How did they die? Behind this quaint smile was the truth that faded out. It's bogus that I gotta roll this. Holding by my lonesome. Now I just double cup of fork while I kick it on the porch. Wonder how I can move forward after they laid out your course. How did I survive the 505? Anyway, you ain't ready for me to go. I feel stuff, because you know, and you know what you don't know. Let it go, get the go, let it go, get the go, let it go, let it go. Let it go, 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 let it go. Let it go, 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 let it go. Let it go, let it go. When I listen, let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go. Let it go, let it go. When you come up, we just let it out, let it go, let it roll. We just let it go, let it out, let it trust. We just let it out, let it go, let it go. Every day, let it go, let it feel. Let me feel, let me drink, let me feel, let me give, let me give, let me let the sun up and go, let the 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 go, you see the party dog, get the go, get the truth, get the bread, get the go, get the root, get the sauce, life is so perfect dog, love it dog, life is so perfect dog, life is so worth it dog, let it go, let it go, let it so perfect dog, life is so perfect dog, life is so perfect dog, call it card, let it go. Life is so perfect dog. Every day I wish, every man I wish, every man I wish, every man I wish. I wasn't just talking about every man I wish, every man I wish, every man I wish. I wasn't just talking about we just let it go, 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 I can't remember.
Would you bet a few $1,000s that you could sink an 8-foot putt? What about 10 grand that you could win a drag race against a Camaro with 1,000 horsepower? If you bet $2 million, could you bet it all on one football game? Maybe you wish you could, but you probably wouldn't. Gamblers is about the people who did. From Spotify and the Ringer Podcast Network comes Gamblers Season 2. Listen now.
Rhyme than my friend now, definition of my hoe. Thought it was my own friend, definition of my scope. That they can't see me, definition of the lopes. And I'm going hard as ever, definition of a pro. I'm on a deal with it, 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 I'm on a deal with it. Right at my front door, definition of my hoe. Thought it was my own friends, definition of my scope. Now they can't see me, definition of my looks. And I'm going hard as ever, definition of a pro. Hey, this that above the rim, Tupac and Burning, two of the best that ever did it. Now they driving at her speed. Most wish they made it through surgery. Right now I'm aiming for a purse, G. I'm lost all sense of mercy. Just holding on to that pistol, let it squeeze. Oh jeez, oh my. Lost my sense, oh God. What's wrong? What's right? What's time? It's flies. In that jail cell. No breeze but my girl watching Drew Brees. Oh jeez, what's next? Will I get a job? Oh heck. Robbed at my front door, definition of my hope. Thought it was my own friends, definition of my scope. That it can't see me, definition of the lost. And I'm going hard as ever, definition on nuts. Deal with it, I'm 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 on nuts. Deal with it. I tell my friend though, definition of my hope. Thought it was my own friends, definition of my scope. That it can't see me, definition of my lopes. Ain't no going hard as ever, definition of a this that all above the rim, Tupac and burning. To the best that ever did, not going that higher speed. What's worse, see, they hit the worst keys, make the world say boo, I meant they cheer G. Anyway, if I hear a sound, I'm happy. Criticism is coming gladly, I'm badly at saying savage things, cause I know sometimes I say it with no meaning. I gotta say the cheap thing, I gotta say the bringing of the surplus is coming. I mean, my mess ups has messed up, so I gotta go right. It's only set up.
Oh my God, oh my God, OMG, 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 oh my God, oh my God. After all the things he's done for us, the least we can do is live his name. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for me, the least I can do is give a praise. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for us, the least we can do is live his name. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for me, the least I can do is give a praise. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. Oh my God got me like, oh my goodness. Listen me with things that I couldn't imagine. That's why when you see me, I'm blasting music, rapping. Oh my goodness, cause my God is fantastic. When you see me with my arms outstretched, it's because I know that I am blessed. Not even mentioning it, just knowing I got breath in my chest. So God is good all the time. It's the reason why we definitely sort of like a vine. Without him, we're like a seed that never died, never broke open and served its purpose. Crucify the flesh and live as God served. After all these blessings that's emerging, the Father took the way. After all the things he done for us, the least we can do is live his name. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for me, the least I can do is give a praise. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for us, the least we can do is live his name. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for me, the least I can do is give a praise. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. For food on my plate, gave me a place to stay. Even if I was homeless, I'm alive today. So I'm gonna live his name. Why? Cause God got me like, whoa, man, I used to be his foe. Going too much info. Let's just say I was far from the same, but he still give me grace. So I wanna give him praise in and out of the place. If you feeling what I'm saying, say, oh my goodness, oh OMG. Oh my goodness, oh OMG. Oh my goodness, oh OMG. I'm so amazed that my God granted grace to me. Oh my goodness, oh OMG. Oh my goodness, oh OMG. Oh my goodness, oh OMG. I'm so my God grace to me. After all the things he's done for us, the least his name. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for me, the least I can do is give a praise. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for us, the least we can do is live his name. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. After all the things he's done for me, the least I can do is give a praise. Singing, oh my God, oh OMG. But just is what you're feeling, cause you get wrong conditions. Know that God's grace is sufficient. Depression, then the hidden honey, I ain't even kidding. The joy that I know it begins with that spirit is just crazy the ceiling. Lift your hands and get feeling. If you're a witness that our God is tremendous, he's about eternal life, ain't about a death sentence. So sing along with this song if you get it. Oh my goodness, oh OMG.
searching on my thoughts. You're searching on my thoughts. You're such explorer. You're such explorer. It's like I'm learning new life. If you live proud, if you live this too. But it's something about the way you love that issue. When it was mad, you said it was bad for you. But now it's crazy, so you learn so turn on. When I remember the past, when you laugh and you dance, the way that you drink it's something about the way that you dance. There's something about the way that you dance. There's something about the way that we drink. There's something about the fag is strung out, the fag is strung out. It got me training every Sunday. It's a shame that your number's too cold for my but one day I'll leave you, call her mom, for sure way you about the fact she told me, there's just no one, it's something about fact that you're joy, it's something about show me up to as you dream that it's something about the fact you did, it's something about, it's something about.
Cyber life. But over the weeks of creating the storyboard, a glitch happened and he was inside his drawings on the fact someone cursed it and called it a lost cause. The only way to survive is finish the story by proving his documentary of Cyber City could change the future. He finally realized it would if, as the car was lost in the speaking of cohorts, so was the man who was trapped in his storyboard. The car says it will all be okay. And he stops trapped in the story he believed he wrote that part to his heart's big whoop, the car radio says, but he turns off the radio and wonders how to wake up to his wife and dog. Then whoosh a ray of swirling lights and a story of a car, a dog, and a wife that all wanted him to get over his problem of fleeting was displayed on his desktop. The myth of break though. Aspiring internet entrepreneur. Dear friend. By the way, let me be upfront here. I am going to be very blunt with you. Okay, with you. Because I am going to tell it like it is. And my guess is, you might be offended. And that's okay. I would be too. But my guess is also, that after you are offended, as you read what I have to say, that you will agree with what I am sharing. Because it's the truth. I've seen it, and so have you. And I'm just calling it how I think you've been seeing it. Ready? Okay, let's get started. Are you tired of being lied to? And it didn't quite feel like lying the first time around, did it? They told you they had a system and you just had to push 3 buttons and all your traffic would be automated. And you bought it. And it didn't work for you. And you felt like a dunce. Funny thing, it didn't work for anyone else either. So you went and looked for another system. And you bought one. And it didn't work. Who's making money here? The person who sold you the system. So, who's making money online? Two kinds of people, people selling lies, and people selling real information. Which is easier to sell? Lies. That's why you see so many of them online. And let's face it, you are duped by the lies, right? Because if someone comes along and says, this is going to take 1 year of hard work and you will only be making $1,000 per month, you wouldn't buy that system, would you? But you would buy the same system if it said, 3 clicks and you make $100,000 next month? Of course, you are better than that. You see through them all now. So what do you do now? You have two choices. Keep hunting for something that's too good to be true. Or decide you are going to build a real internet business. Myth of breakthrough.
Once upon a time, there was a cyberpunk director who was creating a movie about a cyber city. However, things went wrong and the movie was cursed, deemed a lost cause. But the director found a way to save the movie and the future of the city. To prove his documentary was real, he had to keep his ethics and culture close, even when the city seemed to be on the brink of collapse. He set out on an incredible journey, facing many obstacles but never giving up on his mission. Along the way, he learned the importance of courage and perseverance, and that with the right attitude, he could make a difference. The cyberpunk director finally reached the cyber city, and with his documentary and the help of his newfound friends, he was able to prove that the city was real. In the end, he was able to save the city and prove that his mission was a success. The director's story is a reminder for us all that no matter how difficult the task may seem, with courage and perseverance, we can achieve the impossible. The end. Once upon a time, there was a cyberpunk director who was creating a movie about a cyber city. However, things went wrong and the movie was cursed, deemed a lost cause. But the director found a way to save the movie and the future of the city. To prove his documentary was real, he had to keep his ethics and culture close, even when the city seemed to be on the brink of collapse. He set out on an incredible journey, facing many obstacles but never giving up on his mission. Along the way, he learned the importance of courage and perseverance, and that with the right attitude, he could make a difference. The cyberpunk director finally reached the cyber city, and with his documentary and the help of his newfound friends, he was able to prove that the city was real. In the end, he was able to save the city and prove that his mission was a success. The director's story is a reminder for us all that no matter how difficult the task may seem, with courage and perseverance, we can achieve the impossible. The end.
Wise about time. Often, people view the past as being better than the present or the future. The past is seen as a time when things were simpler and life was a lot easier. The present is seen as being filled with stress and the future is seen as being filled with unknowns. This perspective can be harmful because it makes people dwell on the past and not focus on the present or the future. Additionally, it can cause people to make bad decisions because they are afraid of the future. It is important to remember that the past is not necessarily better than the present or the future. Each time period has its own advantages and disadvantages. It is important to focus on the present and work towards a better future. When it comes to the past and the future, there seems to be a common theme. The past is what the future might bring. There are a few reasons why this might be the case. First, the past is a known quantity. We know what happened in the past, and we can draw on that experience to inform our decisions going forward. The future, on the other hand, is another reason the past is romanticized is because it's a time when we were younger and less experienced. We often look back at that time with rose-colored glasses, forgetting the tough times and remembering only the good moments. The future, on the other hand, is often viewed as a time of hardship and struggle. There's no doubt that the past and the future can play different roles in our lives. But it's important to remember the future. In fact, there are many times when the present is better than the past or the future. For example, the present may be better than the past because the present has more technology. The present may be better than the future because the present has more known information. The future can be better than the past in many ways. We can make the future better by working to improve our environment, by working to improve our relationships with other countries, and by working to improve our relationships with each other. We can also make the future better by working to improve our economy and our education system. The past, how it shapes us, the difficulty of letting go, the benefits of letting go, the future.
The world class operates from objective reality. Amateur performers operate from delusion, pros operate from objective reality. The great ones' habits, actions, and behaviors are totally congruent with the size and scope of their ultimate vision. That's why we call them champions. Steve Siebold. thinking they are working harder than they are, and that they are more competent than they actually are. Of the 5 major levels of conscious awareness: poverty, working, middle, upper, and world. My experience has been that performers at the middle class levels of consciousness suffer the grandest illusions. The poverty level is barely surviving and living in a very harsh set of circumstances. The working class is punching a mental time clock and counting the days until retirement. They're usually not expecting much, and no one around them expects much, either. They are typically not concerned about climbing any higher. It's the middle class that is most incongruent with reality. They are operating at a high enough level to understand that higher levels exist. Although they don't expect to get there, the thought crosses their minds from time to of the world class, but are unwilling to pay the price. Since this reality is too harsh to bear, they delude themselves into thinking. 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. They are doing everything in their power to get ahead. Of course, they're not. They'll tell you they're putting in far more time than they are. They'll swear they are thinking about their vision all the side of over-practicing and over-preparing. Champions know that to ascend to the top, you must first be operating from a mindset of objective reality. Self-deception and delusion have no place in the professional performer's consciousness. Levels of awareness. Individual worldview. World-class consciousness minus 5% of population. Upper-class consciousness minus 10% of population. Middle-class consciousness minus 70% of population. Working-class consciousness minus 10% of population. Poverty-class consciousness minus 5% of population. Action step for today. Make a commitment to check delusion at the door. Be honest. And ask this critical thinking question: are my habits, actions, and behaviors congruent with the vision I have for my life? World-class resource. Get a copy of Leadership and Self-Deception by the Arbinger Institute. This book made me re-examine my entire belief system. It's a must-have for your mental toughness. Short stories about companionship, relationships, coming together, moving on, and forgiving. Once upon a time in a small village nestled within the lush green hills, there was a mysterious book that held unparalleled wisdom on companionship, relationships, coming together, moving on, and forgiving. This enchanted tome was said to possess the power to transform the lives of all who read its pages. As word spread about the mythical book, people from all walks of life, aged 13 to 99, were drawn to the village in search of its magical secrets. Each individual had their own longing in their heart and a desire to discover the truths written within its aged leather cover. Amongst the crowd of seekers was a young girl named Lily, troubled by a broken friendship she believed could never be mended. Her heart yearned for companionship, but she harbored resentment that kept her from moving on. Determined to find solace and forgiveness, she embarked on a quest to uncover the truths from the book's pages. In a dramatic turn of events, Lily stumbled upon an old oak tree with branches curving protectively around the book. Sensing her desperation, the book fluttered open to a chapter titled The Healing Power of Forgiveness. As Lily delved into the chapter, she discovered heart-wrenching stories of lost friendships, shattered relationships, and deep wounds that were mended through the power of forgiveness. The book reminded her that holding on to grievances only weighed her down, preventing her from embracing new opportunities for connections. Emboldened by the book's teachings, Lily made a resolve to extend an olive branch to her estranged friend. With a heavy heart, she penned a heartfelt letter, pouring out her deepest regrets and longing for reconciliation. Days turned into weeks, and just as Lily was beginning to lose hope, a reply arrived. It was a beautifully written letter filled with forgiveness and a yearning for their friendship once more.